Here are 12 stats, one from every game, that you need to know before setting your Week 13 lineups. Los Angeles Rams taking on the Carolina Panthers. The Rams run inside the A and B gap at a top 8 rate in the NFL. Carolina is allowing 4.89 yards per carry on inside rushes, which is third worst in the NFL. I think it's a big day on the ground for Kyren Williams. The 49ers are quietly the number 32 team in the NFL in zone rushing success rate allowed as a defense. Kevin Stefanski and the Browns like to run the ball on zone rushing concepts. Wouldn't shock me at all to see Quinshon Judkins have a 100-plus rushing day. This game is strength on strength. It's the number one offense in EPA per play in Indianapolis versus the number one defense in EPA per play versus Houston. The Texans are 25th in air yards per attempt allowed as well, so look out for an Alec Pierce bomb in this game. Saints-Dolphins. Both of these teams rank top 7 in rush rate over expected, despite both teams actually being better pass defenses than they are run defenses. It could be possible that we see a lot more pass attempts because they're both evenly matched bad teams. Falcons-Jets. By pass location, the Falcons throw short and deep at some of the fewest rates in the league, and the Jets' defense also matches those patterns, giving up a lot of intermediate targets. This game is going to feature a lot of chunk throws to Darnell Mooney and to Kyle Pitts. The Cardinals' secondary ranks dead last in fantasy points per dropback on man coverage. Emeka Egbuka has been much better against zone coverage this year with a 77.5 receiving grade versus 57 against man. This could be the game where he has a great game against man coverage. Expect a lot of pass attempts from Tennessee in this game. The Jaguars lead all defenses in pass rate over expected allowed. They're a pass funnel. They're 25th in success rate against the pass, second versus the run. I like Shamir DK to be the big beneficiary of that. Vikings-Seahawks. This is a Sam Darnold revenge game. There is matchup advantages all over the place, from Walker versus the 19th ranked run defense, JSN versus PFF's 90th rated cornerback, and Max Brosmer starting on the road for Seattle. The Seahawks offense might be on the field 75% of this game. The biggest problem for the Chargers has been pass protection this season. They're 26th in sack rate allowed, but the Raiders are not a good pass rush. They're 26th in sack rate generated. More time for Herbert could equal some big plays for Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnston, and Aronde Gadsden. Schematically, this is a very tough matchup for Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills fry zone coverage and too high safety looks at a top 6 rate for both. The Steelers don't play a lot of too high safety. They play a lot of single high and a lot of man coverage. If Dalton Kincaid is not back, who's the best man-beating pass catcher on the Bills, it's possible they have a down game. Broncos Commanders. Since week 2, Troy Franklin has out-targeted 23% to 20%. Cortland Sutton on the season, 11.7 PPR points per game to 11.6. Keep in mind that Troy Franklin and Sutton should be treated virtually as the same fantasy assets. The Patriots are a top-tier run defense this season, ranking second in adjusted fantasy points allowed. However, since Milton Williams' injury, they are dead last in success rate allowed to the run, and Tyrone Tracy has gotten 19 and 20 carries in back-to-back games.